The celebrity I'll be talking about today is Shane Dawson. So Shane Dawson began his career around 2008 on YouTube and posted content with skits and characters that he would play. And these characters were considered very offensive, racist, and derogatory. At the time, many would argue that it wasn't considered offensive. It was a different era, different type of humor. That is still up for debate, but it becomes very relevant in his career later on. He started to get his name out there through different ways. Besides YouTube, he had 4 songs that charted the top 20 on iTunes. He had a small moment in the film industry where he starred in a very, very small indie film. But his career really built on YouTube. He had a type of video that was very popular at the time, which were conspiracy videos. He would put these conspiracy videos and he was starting to gain millions of subscribers, millions of views. But he started to take a different approach on YouTube, which was through these very human, emotional videos. YouTube was very clickbait oriented at the time. A lot of the YouTubers at the time were just posting videos to get people to watch them doing these crazy stunts, but Shane Dawson was starting to create content that was very deep and meaningful. His persona was starting to grow. This persona, I would describe, was very emotional and Dr. Phil-like, Oprah-like. People would compare him to Oprah, the Oprah of YouTube. He would basically collab with different YouTubers, people from his past and his life, and he would sit down and talk with them. These people would share with Shane their pasts, their emotions, and pour out to him, and he would basically fix them. Shane started to get involved with celebrities with controversial pasts. Some of these celebrities involved Logan Paul, Tana Mojo, and Kathy Griffin even, who was a very big celebrity involved in a very big scandal. But I feel that the person that he got involved with that led to his downfall was Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is a big name in the beauty industry, in the YouTube industry, and the business world. He had many past occurrences involving racism and recent ones that were starting to come up. So because Jeffree and Shane's lives were becoming so intertwined through the business and beauty world, Shane got caught up in the drama, and Shane's own past revolving his past content, as we said earlier, had very racist, negative, harmful stereotypes. They were coming up. Society was starting to hold Shane accountable for his past. And then more comments started to come up, more posts that he's made and videos that were on the internet started to circle back up. And he was then caught making very inappropriate pedophile related jokes about minors. This is where society drew the line, and they said, we are no longer wanting to support Shane Dawson and give him our views and our subscriptions. So he started to lose millions of subscribers. He came out with an initial video apologizing, saying that he was willing to take accountability for all his actions and his consequences, and that he was going to step back from YouTube until society was ready to forgive him again. So he stepped back from YouTube for a while. The pandemic also happened during this time, so I wouldn't say he took a very large break, but he recently came back, and I'd say that a small portion of society has forgiven Shane Dawson. He gets around 3 to 6 million views on his videos, the ones that have been released recently, and Shane is back. I would say that a large portion of society hasn't forgiven him as though, because I think society agrees that he has broken ethical, basic moral rules involving pedophilia and racism that can't really be forgiven because they are deep-rooted ethical issues. So society, I think as a whole, has decided to leave Shane Dawson in the past. And those who decide to watch his videos have forgiven him.